Funky.
All right, here we are. We back at it. So we got an NBA question that's on the table, been thrown out at us by one of our followers, BK. So the question is this here. Who's the most important player on the Golden State Warriors right now?
Go ahead, Banks.
We're still doing this.
Nah, let's go Avery. Avery, you start.
The most important player?
Yep.
Easily is KD.
Why?
I think KD is just a closer. I think it's like when you need a bucket, a guy that can shoot over somebody, a guy that can create his own shot, lesser screen.
He's the best ISO player.
I think he's the cog at this point. The easy answer I think is Steph, obviously because of the lights that are surrounded by him. But I think KD is their best player as far as what they need right now, like as far as being a closer, as far as he can dominate any matchup that he's got on the floor. KD hands down. Next question.
You actually seen that? Hold on. No,
he hates KD.
No, but you seen it.
What are you talking about?
You seen it in the finals when they showed the clip of Steve Kerr talking to him. I believe it was after game one, and Steve Kerr was saying, "Yo, look, just be patient. Just the same thing we used to do with Mike. You're gonna get your touches. You're gonna get the one-on-one." So he definitely is that closer because he's their best ISO player. But I think the question is most important, right? Most important is Steph Curry.
Banks?
I agree with Steph Curry.
Well, we knew that was going to be an agreement.
And I know y'all feel it's like this is a Steph thing and all that, but
it is.
I don't feel like that. I just want to make sure I'm throwing it out there because you got these two guys. Let me just throw it out there.
I already know what
I don't feel like that. Okay.
Y'all don't know where I'm going.
You know, my statements pretty much have remained the same about that. Like Steph is the engine that creates a lot of their spacing and stuff like that. The way he spaces the floor with his shooting and stuff like that, to me, it makes him the most important player on the floor. Everything else revolves around him. He's that weapon that you have to know where he's at on the floor at all times. If you lose sight of him, it's going to cause a problem.
Why do you keep looking at me?
Listen, you asked my opinion, right? You asked my opinion.
Because you to be consistent, bro.
Well, how am I not consistent? What did I say?
I asked the same question 3 weeks ago when your answer was not Steph Curry.
Okay.
What was his answer?
That was in a
Kevin Durant.
First of all,
really?
Go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead. I'll let you go.
I'm just saying. I agree with everything you're saying, but all I'm saying is when I asked the question
what you did then is you tried to paint me into a corner about something else that we was talking about. So you can go back and review that tape and say,
yeah, I asked the same question.
No, you didn't.
Because
this is in a different context. You can go look at the tape.
Go look at the tape
and tell me what you see.
How was the most important player?
Once again, go look at the tape and tell me what you see.
It was the same question.
I gave you a very simple task. Go look at the tape and tell me what you see. You tried to paint me into a corner.
The two questions I asked that day was who was the best player and who was the most important.
Okay.
Well, since I didn't give my opinion, let me do that now.
Go ahead, do your thing.
Go.
I'm going to say Draymond. Because the reason why
Not mad at that answer.
Because the reason why is what I heard the reason the Warriors lost a series was based upon the fact that Draymond wasn't there. So how is he not the most important player?
Well, that's some people theory.
Completely cynical, right? Now.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm just going by the painted narrative that was painted. That's been always thrown out there. Whenever we talk about that loss,
because that was an excuse.
Listen. Load the damn paintbrush away. And what is your real answer, right?
That's my real answer. I'm going to stay in the Warrior world and the Warrior narrative.
Let me just address what he just said. They used Draymond as an excuse because Steph Curry played bad, and no one wanted to talk about Steph Curry playing bad. When Steph Curry plays like he's had done the last two finals, we seen what happened. They've lost one game.
Hence why I go back and say KD is the luxury. KD is the guy that they need when things get
tough. Yeah,
but it's the most important.
Yes,
I don't think he's the most important. I think he's the best player.
You say he's the best.
I think he's the best player. I don't think he's the most important.
Contradictory statements.
Go ahead.
KD is what I'm saying is you said KD is the luxury, which means that you don't need him. It's like He's an added piece.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but what I mean by the luxury is he's the guy. He's the guy that you can escape with. You understand what I'm saying? So if that car's out of gas right there, I know I got this car.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
But that don't make you important then, because that car over there is not important.
It is important when you ain't got no gas.
That's only if you don't have gas. But if you have gas, you're not important.
Clearly, like you said, when Draymond wasn't there, right? What almost happened? So you said
what did happen?
Okay, what did happen? You said Draymond was the most important.
No,
And
I said
He said he's going by the narrative.
going by the narrative.
All right, so
that's what I'm going by.
The cynical part. Okay, so
So
what
let's
I'm
state it.
saying is what KD brings to the table is he's gonna bail you out all the time.
Okay.
He's that guy he's the luxury that you have of being bailed out. That's what I mean by
Except
my point that
against Houston.
KD. I'm like, go ahead. Go ahead.
Except against Houston. He had a bad series against Houston. Am I wrong? Did I say something wrong?
Wasn't his best, but I'm not going to say it was bad. He kind of picked
I mean,
it
they
up.
still won the
towards-
chip though.
Again, yes. But I said the Houston series. That's what I said.
I think
We
it's
do
Steph
know
'cause-
that you don't like KD.
Listen.
you're still mad at his.
Nah, he just
decisions.
think KD a sucker, just like I do.
That's really what it is. So,
Yo, and you can DM us if you want. We'd definitely love the publicity. I'm talking about KD. You know, he right?
yo, you fool.
But I think we seen Golden State win a championship with Steph Curry leading the way. We haven't seen them out.
I'm not gonna let you do that. That's a false. That's a false. All right.
Yes.
So don't do that.
All right.
Okay.
You already know what he's gonna say. Go ahead.
Nah, don't.
Watch.
Yeah, no. In a way, he's
No, what do you say? I don't know. I'm
Kyrie,
asking.
Kevin Love out. Right? You wasn't gonna go with that. You wasn't gonna go
No,
with.
that's not where I'm going with, because you said he led them, and I'm going to say the Finals MVP is the one that leads you to a chip.
No, it's
he
not.
has
Not
not
always.
won a Finals MVP yet. So I'm going to say it once again. No, he hasn't led them.
All right,
That's
bro.
not always true, though.
Yeah, well, what you're saying is correct, but let's be real. He should have won Finals MVP. He had his first 2 games was bad. He should have won Finals. They did the same thing with Kawhi Leonard when they said Kawhi Leonard locked up. LeBron, they said Andre Iguodala locked up. That did not happen, bro.
Let's just
That did not happen. So
wait.
No, he
Shoulda?
doesn't. No, he
coulda.
no, okay, fine.
Okay.
Fine.
I'm not gonna say no.
This is my opinion. I know some people here don't care for my opinion if y'all watched last week's show, right? But
Wow.
Show him the shirt. Show him the shirt.
I think
Shot fired at himself.
Steph Curry has done it without them. KD has we seen what happened this year when Steph was out and KD had to be the most important and the best player. They're out and KD had to be the most important and the best player. They struggled
In the regular season?
Yeah, right. Towards the end of the regular season when he went out.
They didn't struggle in the playoffs without him. I'm just saying.
He missed.
They
He
didn't
missed
struggle
what?
in the early rounds of the playoffs.
He missed the 2 first games.
Yeah, he missed
Right.
2 games.
I just said they didn't
All
struggle
right,
without
yeah.
him. That's all I said. They
and
didn't
against
struggle
a
without
first
him.
round playoff opponent.
I just said they didn't
All right,
struggle.
fine.
No. You said that statement that said the playoffs. Like
But
he didn't
listen,
play the whole playoff.
But listen,
No, I didn't say that. I
Let
said
me
they
give you
didn't
another
struggle
stat.
without him.
Let me
That's
give
what
you
I
another
said.
stat. When
Go ahead.
KD on Golden State has over 40 points, they have a losing record. When Steph has over 40, they're damn near unbeatable.
Okay. But once again, I'll go back to what you said, what you stated. He didn't lead
He
them
led
to the
them.
finals.
He led them.
He led them,
And you know what? I'm gonna go with this because people remember at one point. Did everybody remember Matthew Dellavedova?
Right.
He remember the first 2 bad games that Steph had. What was the narrative? What was it? Delyville,
Yeah.
the stopper. He's
locking him
He's
up.
locking up
Right.
Steph. So how you gonna tell me because he's what was perceived as him locking up the best player? Once he finally figured out how they were guarding him and he got his groove and got into the game, that guy should have won MVP. Of course,
Did
you're
they
gonna
lose
say
that series though?
No, that was the first one they won.
Oh,
that was the first one. That was
Okay.
the first one. So yeah, he should have won MVP. But going back, I think it's Steph Curry, in my opinion.
That's
You want to go with Finals MVP? We all understood, what that was about with
I
Andre
don't.
Iguodala.
I mean, what was it about?
Listen, I'm just saying at this point right now, if you look at how the team is constructed, one can argue Draymond Green is the anchor of the defense. I got that, but
he's
if you
a toughness also.
if you look at a 2-way player, KD had a great year both offensively and defensively.
He almost led the league in blocks, right?
Yeah, I'm just thinking from that standpoint about
No,
what they
because
needed.
I'm mad you
got it.
sat here and said
Uh-oh.
that he didn't lead them that first chip. And you talking about Andre
crazy.
Iguodala averaged 16, 5, and 4. Steph averaged 26, 5, and 6.
Okay. Who got the finals MVP?
Here we go.
Hold on, wait. Is that a fact?
He did get it.
Okay. So
My question is, should he have gotten it?
And I'm going to come back at you with this. He should have maybe have gotten it, but he shouldn't have got the 2 back-to-back MVPs he got. So we can go that route if you want to.
Back-to-back and damn, he took it.
So
there.
again,
I can agree with you.
I mean, should
all right.
I'm not going to go by that. I'm going to stay in the pocket of what happened and
That's
once
another
again,
ridiculous argument. So
What?
we're not even going to go there.
What, the back-to-back MVPs?
Yeah.
Why not? Why is that ridiculous?
Do you think he deserved the first one?
Nah, James Harden.
Okay, the end of the discussion.
Second one definitely his, James Harden. The players voted James Harden.
I keep telling y'all, MVP is a popularity. Who's popular that year, man? I don't really buy that.
But let's go back. Like I said, the most when you talk about importance. So okay, now let me ask this next question to the table: how important is Steve Kerr to this team?
I think he's very important. I think he knows how to handle the egos, or all the egos on the team.
I think he's the architect of the offense too.
Really?
Yeah,
Yep.
I think he's important.
So okay, so I got to ask the question now. I'm just asking.
We're taking it back to Queens. Mark Jackson.
No,
Here we go.
No,
I know he's gonna say, go ahead.
no. Luke Walton got a job based off of filling in for Steve Kerr. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Warriors didn't take a back step under.
That was
Luke
regular.
Walton.
That was regular season. That was regular
And then
season.
Mike Brown coached some of the playoffs.
Yes.
Right or wrong?
Yes.
So is Steve Kerr really that important at this point with this team? Is he really that important?
Yeah.
Like I just
I'm
said,
asking the question.
I say yes. 'Cause I think he knows how to handle the egos,
Not only-
and we'll see.
In
like
his
we-
absence, though.
like we spoke about before. We'll
But you're
see
making
forward.
it seem like the dude fell off the face of the earth. Like he wasn't still coaching from a distance. Dudes do that all the time.
He's in the locker room.
Yeah, no. What
he
I'm
was.
saying,
No, he was during the playoffs. He was.
What
When
I'm
Mike Brown was
saying,
coaching, he was.
Dudes
He
is
was.
coaching from a distance. Is what I'm saying. You know, they're still housing his philosophies and all of that. So I don't really buy into that. Who's there, who's not. I don't really buy into that. As long as that guy's in the
But
building.
is the system in place?
Yeah.
Where-
But you
As-
created the system, and,
Right,
and,
and I
and
got
it's,
that.
it's implemented by him. I think you have smart players that know what they need to do and how to correct their mistakes that they're making on the floor, based off of working with this guy long enough. I think. I know you hate when I go back in time, but Phil Jackson used to do a lot of this stuff too. He used to make the Bulls play through their mistakes, and those guys got better off of that. Like, you know, a lot of coaches, somebody going a 10-0 run, they call a timeout. Phil used to do that all the time. Nah, y'all gonna have to figure this out. I'm not calling a timeout. Y'all getting whooped right now. Figure it out and keep playing. I think Steve Kerr is very important. He created that offense that they run, and you know, he's done good things with this team.
He's like, it's like a parent, right? So you raise your kid, and then you know you're not around. You hope everything that you instilled, your kid still does that once they're out on their own. And I think that's what happens. Like, he instilled everything, so the times when he's not there, they still know, look, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, so forth.
So let me ask you a question: is Luke Walton a good coach?
Oh, we don't know that yet.
Can I just say this? Let me. I'm gonna stop you right there because you gotta do this. Listen, we all know that coaches get gigs based off of where they're at.
Yeah,
we already
like
know
all
that.
90% of the coaches from San
And I'm not
Antonio.
trying to be funny, but the Philadelphia assistant coach got a job
shucks.
with Atlanta based off the fact Philly had a good season.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And look how much dudes is on off the San Antonio tree right now.
Yeah.
Forget
Brett
the
Brown,
San
thank you, sir.
Antonio. Forget the San Antonio tree. Remember the Bulls tree was the black coach that was coaching the Mavericks. They all those guys got jobs.
None of them win.
None of them.
win.
All those guys was
they got
horrible
jobs.
coaches.
No. Hold on. Listen. Hold on. The NBA will hire you without a doubt.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you're good. That's the sad
Listen,
part.
I'm a winner at my job. If y'all come and join the team, I'll get y'all jobs, man.
Guess what though? Luke Walton, I'm probably gonna look good next year.
Good point.
Definitely
He
gonna
said they
look good. Definitely gonna look good next year.
Hopefully. Because now we're gonna find out, like a Tyronn Lue, what kind of coach he is.
Definitely.
You're gonna find out.
Definitely.
You know.
Book it. Next year he's fired. Okay, Tyronn Lue's fired.
Cleveland makes playoffs.
He only say that because of sex.
On that note,
Nah, because he drinks. That's what it is. Yo,
heavily.
heavily. Because, my man, really?
Cleveland make the AFC.
Eighth.
AFC.
Are they going to expand it to like 15 teams getting in the playoffs?
Cleveland make the AFC.
Okay. All right. Well, as Banks was saying, on that note,
Yeah, on that note.
we're going to get out of here.
we out of here, man.
Thank you for tuning in. This is Our Take.
Check it for us. Subscribe,
On
y'all.
air. Can't
Peace
believe
out.
this.